who I would like to introduce you all to. So I think I'll wait just a moment.
Tegan, did you ever establish contact with the coordinator for the senior facility there on Main Street?
No, I don't think I did. And it totally skipped my mind to see it again this week if I could reach her. So no, I'm sorry I didn't, and I will make sure that I do that for the December.
Did you add her to the mailing?
I didn't add her to the routine mailing list yet. No, I was trying to get information, so I think that's how I dropped the ball on that one. But I will definitely get her on there for December. Let's see. We're getting there, but we're still missing quite a few folks. I don't want to make your afternoon go too long, so if you don't mind, I think we'll start, but we'll maybe skip a quick round of introductions because I think everybody who's on here, we all know each other. Am I right?
I believe so.
Okay. All right. I know when Therese signs on, I'd love for her to introduce herself to you all and maybe a quick round so that she can learn who you are. And it doesn't look like we have any members of the public. So the public forum also is one that doesn't seem useful at the moment. Is Jay on? Do we see Jay? There he is. Oh, he just signed on. Hi, Jay.
Hi, everyone.
How are you?
Good. Sorry, I'm a couple minutes late.
That's okay. I think you're in good company today where a lot of people are having trouble getting on. And we were just kind of skipping things on the agenda in light of people not being here. If you're ready to go the minute you join us, we'd love to have you share what's going on at the county. If not, we can come back to you.
Yeah, I have just a couple notes that I prepared, so let me pull those up real quick. Okay. All right. Yep. So if you Tegan, if it's all right, yeah, I can go ahead and just jump in.
Yeah, please do. That'd be great.
So the make sure that I'm adhering to the agenda order. First, completion of recent ad campaign. Yeah, so our recent campaign was that Vietnamese, well, so it was an older adult campaign that was targeting Vietnamese, Spanish, Chinese, and then English-speaking older adults in the county. So I know I've updated a few times on that. That wrapped up kind of middle-ish end of October, and the evaluation process just is being pretty much finalized. So we collected paper surveys at the end of last week from some different community organizations and clinics that had volunteered to do so, which was, really nice of them to do during COVID-19. So that's going to add to our total survey count, which is great. So we're hoping to achieve a specific target survey number in order to, be able to draw certain conclusions and evaluations from our data points. Basically, whenever we determine, however, I know we're going to be kind of close, but that's actually really impressive given everything going on with COVID-19, that we were even able to approach the number that we were hoping for. So we're really proud of it. And if we do fall a little short, they can do some weighting of the data to be able to give us some solid conclusions from it. So I assume I'll be able to provide some kind of updates in the future when we do have a report from them. I think we're maybe expecting one by January. But that's just to give a real quick update on, that one just sort of wrapping up, and that was successful. So we're excited about that. I actually, part of the reason I'm a little bit tardy is that we're kind of moving full swing into a new campaign now, actually. So we are working on a campaign that's for middle-aged men, so like age 35 to 54, who are English speaking and Spanish speaking. So we held focus groups last month. And one of the big takeaways from that is the impact that COVID-19 is having on these different groups. It's impacting them so drastically, but also like differently. So we saw the focus groups are really neat to see. I wouldn't say exciting to see because you don't want to, you're not happy about seeing something like that, but it gave us some really good insight. And we tested materials from previous county campaigns, all internal stuff. And so we just met a couple times just earlier today, and we're really trying to move it pretty quickly because the county board is excited to see if we can get something on the air for COVID, especially around the holidays. So we're looking to have this on air, hopefully by at the very, very latest, maybe the first week in January. We're actually pushing to have this in the next, basically by middle of December is what we're hoping for. So those things can shift a little bit over time depending on how creative materials have to be created and stuff like that. But it's going to be probably radio and then online. We're not going to do anything with TV this time. And so that's just sort of a real quick update. It's moving really, really fast. So I can provide some more updates on that next meeting as well. The next thing is our safe messaging reporting collaboration with Stanford. So this is some other pretty exciting work actually that we're doing. So we've been developing in collaboration with Stanford, this coding instrument. The name of it's kind of shifting here and there, but coding instrument and assessment tool, evaluation tool that helps someone basically see how well the piece that they're writing, how well it is adhering to safe messaging guidelines. So there are safe reporting guidelines on suicide out there that are pretty well established. And this is basically something that we've been working on for a while now. And it started with our program. We had an intern a couple years ago create kind of a more crude tool to just assess how well local media were doing on reporting on suicide. Because reporting on suicide can bring about contagion and really actually exacerbate problems for folks who might be struggling with mental illness or suicide ideation. So we got the team together with Stanford, and the instrument is really close to being finalized. It's getting feedback from subject experts that we had some connections with. And once it's completed, the coding team, which is composed of some Stanford students, and I'm actually going to help out with it as well. We're going to recode some of the articles that our intern did a couple years ago with her initial instrument. And then we're going to basically establish our baseline. And then hopefully from there, we can publish our results, our findings, and see if we can, come up with potentially a tool that can be utilized by journalists to just say, hey, I just wrote this article, maybe I should see, and it's on suicide, maybe I should see if I'm adhering to guidelines, okay? And you can score yourself numerically and see how well you're doing with it. And maybe you can realize, I didn't do so hot on this, and you can take another look at it, or you can, rework it, improve some things. So that's very cool. And then the final thing is that segues into the final thing, which is the American Association for Suicidology has their 2021 conference coming up in April. It's going to be a mix of digital and in person. Actually, it's in Orlando, Florida. So we are looking, so the safe messaging team working on that tool is looking to submit an abstract for the safe messaging work. And then our program is also looking to submit a separate abstract for our mass media campaigns work, specifically addressing, the planning and development and creation and evaluation of that, looking at our previous campaign with the really successful Benjamin video for older adults, and then the campaign that just wrapped up for the Vietnamese, Chinese, Spanish, and English speaking older adults. So those are our sort of the updates with the communications work. And my manager, Mego, also did bring up something, if there are other updates that you all are interested in about something that we're doing over at the county that's not necessarily communications related, I can always provide those as needed, obviously. Sort of like the angst thing was something that was different from communication and stuff like that. So
that sounds great. Thank you so much. I think we have had John join us. I don't see Charu on yet. But John, can you hear us?
I can, yes. Can you hear me?
Perfect. Okay, good. Maybe you can give us an update on the town halls that are coming later this month.
Sure.
And I know that if Mike from IT can hear us, he has the copy of the flyer, and maybe he can share it so you guys can see it.
Okay, great. Thank you again.
That's exactly right. Thank you, Mike.
Perfect. Yeah, first off, thanks to Jay and Mego and everyone else at the county with giving us just some great insight as to how to host these town halls. We do have our first two coming up next week. We have a teen focused town hall next Monday, November 16th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. And that'll be followed by another town hall for parents on Wednesday, November 18th, same time, 6:30 to 8 p.m., facilitated by our own Lisa Miller. So Tegan and I've had a few chats with Lisa as far as the format and just all the logistics. We spoke this morning, and we have the promotional item here that we're gonna get out to the community starting today. So we're really excited about. We have 4 components to the format. The event will be there's going to be an opening by Lisa for about 20-30 minutes. You will have a chat box available for teens to ask questions in real time. But then she's also going to potentially offer some polls just to get some information from the teens and possibly help align the conversation accordingly. That'll be followed by a panel discussion, and Anthony Teixeira is helping us get those panelists comprised mostly of Milpitas Unified School District teens, possibly a couple interns he has, and then maybe Youth Advisory Commission. Then following that, Jay, did you want to speak to that next piece? You're going to be able to offer maybe 5 or 10 minutes of resources. Did you want to offer what that might be comprised of?
So I guess traditionally what we've done at the county is we do have like a couple different kind of like, for lack of a better word, slides that include just local resources that are like along with hours that they operate, when they're best accessed. And then also sometimes like, on the side, we'll include some national ones, but it's going to include just a couple slides usually that we would provide that contain some notes for a presenter to be able to offer these as, great things that folks can turn to, particularly like mobile crisis response, obviously the mental health urgent care, as well as the Santa Clara hotline, the text line and stuff like that. So that's really mostly what it is, I think.
Excellent. That'll be followed by Cassie therapist Alice, who also shares some resources from Cassie. And then the last portion is a question and answer period from the teens. So we're hoping for robust conversation from the teens, but sometimes that doesn't always happen. So Lisa will be prepared to have some conversation starters, some prompts to move the conversation along. And then lastly, we'll have a survey to present to the participants, and that will help us gauge not only the effectiveness of the town hall, but possibly next steps for serving this population. So that's the youth focus. That's Monday. We'll use roughly the same template for Wednesday. Lisa has hosted a few webinars recently, and I guess there were quite a few Milpitas parents who participated. So we're going to not only reach out to them, but again through social media, through our ActiveNet database, we're going to get the word out pretty broadly.
Hey, John, do you mind if I ask a question real quick?
Sure.
So you mentioned that you have a survey. Is it are you doing like a pre and post survey, or what are the surveys looking like?
Peggy, can you?
Sure. Actually, we're not doing a pre-survey. We are doing a post-survey. And I know Lisa Miller is going to shoot us over some information that they use, and we'll try to incorporate it with what the city's using, both to determine, how effective was the program that we offered, but also how what things might be useful for us to offer to that group in the future. Okay.
Well, obviously that's great. I think something that we do at the county that could be particularly helpful is if you also assess, similarly scaled questions for a pre-survey and a post-survey. If you're, well, you know what, I guess in the case of a mental health town hall, maybe not as much, but seeing this I'm just excited. It's good that you have a survey in place.
Yeah. Did you guys do a survey at the beginning and end of your town halls?
That's why I'm thinking that maybe I'm speaking out of turn, because I think I might be incorrect at stating that.
Well,
okay.
If you come across it, we'd like to see it, but there'd be value to that, certainly.
Yeah, I think it was sort of a knee-jerk reaction from me, in campaign mode. But I think it's awesome that you're offering a survey in the first place, so you can see how you can tailor things and move better in the future. So I was just curious about what the survey looked like. So thank you.
Yeah, and I think Lisa's also going to try to do some polling as we go through the evening. So I think that'll allow her to tailor the presentation and everybody to sort of tailor it as we're going.
Yeah, I think that might be what it was, is we didn't do a pre-training survey or pre-town hall survey. It was if you have any questions that you can think of that you'd like to ask or have answered at the town hall.
Right.
And then it's sort of up to the moderators if they think they can fit it in, if they know a question ahead of time, that kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, so we did talk about that. I guess I wasn't making the connection that that's what you were wondering about. We will have, obviously, folks that have pre-registered ahead of time. So we will be able to go ahead and, email them ahead of time and ask them if they have questions. So we'll be able to sort of prime the pump. Yeah.
It's awesome.
Will you get us a copy of that flyer?
Yes, I will. Yeah, I'll send it right after this meeting. I know Mike put it up on the screen for you, but we'll send not a paper copy, a soft copy. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, and for the group, yeah, please, get that word out for us if you can. Certainly appreciate that. And then Jay and I will be connecting, if not after this meeting, first thing Thursday, to go over some additional town halls in December, January. The county's going to help us identify a few facilitators. So we're really looking to use that same theme. And by the way, the theme is coping with stress and anxiety during COVID-19. And those are the two for next week. We want to carry forward that same theme for next month, but offer it to both our Vietnamese and also our Mandarin speaking community. So we intend to use the same formula for next week into next month, but really tailored towards that population. And then possibly if we can fit it in, possibly a town hall for all ages, there would be a theme of feeling alone for the holidays. it's a rough period of time. And if we can pull together a town hall to have, give some strategies and give some resources out to all ages in the community, we're going to effort to do that. So Jay, I'll be chatting with you if that's okay. I know Mego has a few names possibly for facilitators, and Tag and Charo and I will get on that. So we're excited. Yeah, it's next week will be very exciting.
We are excited, and we will keep you all posted and make sure that you have materials to promote it and also information after it happens. I see that Charu joined us, and she's in as an attendee, so I don't know if IT folks can help us. There looks like they just did. Okay, perfect. Thank you. So I wanted to introduce our new social services coordinator, and she will be ramping up with Hope. And while John and I won't be going away, we'll be taking a little step back so that she can participate and lead these meetings going forward. So Taru, if you want to give a quick introduction of yourself and let everybody know who you are. And
yeah, sure. Thanks for letting me in, whoever did, because I was having a hard time getting into this meeting. But I think I spoke to most of you today, but I still see new names and new faces. So I'm Charu Agarwal. I joined the city of Milpitas 2 weeks ago as the program coordinator for social services. And I've worked in East San Jose for a long time with Catholic Charities of Santa Clara County. So now my role with the city will be helping all families, different demographics with any social service needs. So please feel free to connect with me, on the site, maybe after the meeting or later on during the week, just to introduce your programs so I can get a better sense of your organizations as well.
now might be a good time for us to take a quick around the room so that you can know where everybody's from and what their role is and why they're here.
That's a good idea.
Okay. Alicia, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, yes, I'm Alicia Oko. I'm a Mind Body Wellness Director at Kaiser Permanente at the Santa Clara Medical Center for Kaiser. So welcome.
Thank you, Alicia. Nice to meet you virtually.
Now I'll skip city staff since you know us all.
Yeah.
Jay, you met already, I think.
Yeah, I've met Jay.
I don't know that you've met Lieutenant Jameson from the police department yet.
I haven't.
No, not yet. Hi, I'm Tyler. I work for the police department. Been there about 12 years. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And Marcia Grilly, I don't know that you've met her yet either.
She was on our call yesterday. But
oh, perfect. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Good. What about Matthew Jacobs? Have you met him?
No, I haven't met Nancy yet.
Matthew, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, Matthew.
Maybe he's having technical difficulties. How about Nick? Nick, are you there?
I'm here. Hi, Tegan. Hi, Charu.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, Nick.
So yes, Nick or Nicholas. Nicholas Aguilar. I'm with Child Advocates of Silicon Valley. I am one of the advocate supervisors, and I oversee the LGBTQ plus program that we have. So very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And I don't know if you've met Pastor Mize yet in your travels.
We did yesterday.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you everybody for indulging me and doing intros in the middle of the meeting. I guess work group updates, the diversity group we haven't met. At the beginning, we were talking, Tom had mentioned that he had that connection at one of the senior living facilities. And unfortunately, I dropped the ball on that one and did not invite our person there to this meeting. So I will have to do that for the December meeting, but we look forward to getting them involved. And postvention, we also haven't met and haven't done anything yet with the draft of the item that we hope you will all take a look at before we share that and have our officers carry resources with them in case they encounter a situation where they need them. We talked about the teens. I don't know, John and Anthony, if there's anything more that you want to share, or if they were pretty much covered by the town halls.
Yeah, pretty much. Anthony, if you have anything else, but we did meet yesterday, but it was really with the focus on the promotion and guidance to the youth event this coming Monday.
Okay, good. One update, actually I have two, but one that's on the agenda that I wanted to share is the webpage revision. And if I could ask Mike to share the webpage, that would be terrific. We're in the process of updating that. I know it's been having some issues in the past and kind of incomplete. Mike, are you there?
Can you send it to me, Tegan?
It's a draft, Rochelle. So let me forward you the email that I sent to him earlier today. So looks like, is that you or him showing a screen right now, Rochelle?
It's Mike.
Okay. So that is our page right now for the task force, but that's not the one for the public. Mike, the one that I have that's a private page under is the one that I wanted to share right now.
What's the Milpitas Hope page?
Yeah, that's this one that he's showing us right now is the task force's kind of our business page about, you know, how often we meet and things like that. But the other page that we're trying to get to show you is one for the public. It's a public facing page that has resources on it. And we haven't made it go live yet, but we are very close to making it go live.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I wanted
because it
to
says click
get your
here.
feedback on that before we did it. It
So
looks
is that
like
the one that says click here for the Milpitas Hope? Yeah.
okay, so it's currently a private page. So I think
So it says Milpitas Hope page. And it's for more
Yeah.
information.
yeah, it's what we would have people click on when they get that flyer. That's why I'm trying to get it up
Okay.
as quickly as
Yeah.
possible. I don't know if we'll be able to share it, but maybe I can take a screenshot or Mike can take a screenshot and we can share it to you by email if we're having trouble doing it right now. Mike, do you think we should try that? Just sharing a screenshot with them?
Just give me a couple.
Okay.
Not a minute.
Sure, we'll be patient, and I have something else I can chat with everybody about while I'm waiting. I also wanted to let everybody know that we are getting ready to do a report to council on all the things that we have accomplished in the past year. And so obviously our town halls will be an important thing to include there. We've added some folks to our team, so that, and I think the group has become more active. So we'll certainly include that. And then our plans that we're in the middle of with postvention and diversity. But I wanted to just touch base and see if there's anything that you guys would like us to particularly include in that report to council. Sounds like I got the main points then. Okay, great. I don't know that we have anything else business-wise. We can certainly talk about future agenda items. Our next meeting is set for December 8th, and that will give us time to collect the survey results and respond to you with the information from those November town halls, and we'll be right ahead of the December ones. So we'll be wanting your help spreading the word on the December ones. There we go. Thank you, Mike. I knew you'd come through for us. Okay, so if you can see that, we've got our little intro up at the beginning, and down below we've got some tabs, and once this page is live, and actually while it's not live, it would be super helpful if folks would share information for our tabs if there's things that you think we're missing. Mike, I don't know if you can make it scroll up a little bit so we can see those tabs. Okay, so our upcoming trainings and events, we've got our town halls that we just talked about and a link to register online. The resources and support is the main one that I'm interested in sharing with you and making sure that we have everything. I think we would like to expand those categories and add other things, particularly the other languages, but we don't have them up yet. And I know NAMI and Kaiser and County, you guys all probably have great things that we might be missing that you'd want us to share here. So
This is great to see.
good. If you have any additions for us, please let us know, and it'll be sort of a living page once it goes up, so we will be able to keep those links up to date and add things.
Yeah, feel free to, I mean, sometimes the county pages aren't always the most well-groomed, but we've tried to keep an eye on at least putting our newer information up on our county suicide prevention and crisis services site.
Okay.
So feel free to pull any of the resources off of there that you think are appropriate
Okay.
like to use. I'm actually pulling up your website right now. That's why I'm a little distracted.
Yeah, so you're not going to be able to find it, Jay, this page that you're looking at right now.
Okay.
Because it's not live right now. So
I don't see anything for veterans. Is there?
no, you're right. That's a very good point. We don't have anything for veterans yet, and we can certainly gather some information and add that. Thank you. Is there anything else like that that you guys see that's?
One thing is, well, actually, maybe I missed it, but having some COVID related or COVID specific resources.
Okay.
I think we have a tab on ours that's just some COVID related documents.
Okay. That sounds great.
We should run this by Vic. I'm sure he'll pick up on a few items as well.
No doubt. He's a wealth of information.
Yeah.
Define a few.
Any other large categories like COVID and veterans that you see that we should have and don't?
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah. It looks
Okay.
good.
Okay. Great. Well, we'll continue to improve it with your help, and I appreciate everybody's input on that page. Looks like we're gonna get out of here a little bit early.
You have a real quick thing, and
Yeah.
you might have said it, and I'm sorry. Do you have like a timeline for when you all are hoping to have the page done, or?
Oh, I've got the PIO. I've sent the PIO a message to have her look at it, and basically once we get some blessing, we can turn it on. But because it's
Nice.
related to the flyer, I want to get it up as quickly as possible.
Yeah, absolutely.
We can always add more resources as we go through.
Yeah, that's exciting. It looks good.
Thank you. Thanks. Good. Okay, well, I thank you all for giving us your time this afternoon, and I have some items that I need to email to you, so we will go ahead and send you the flyer that you can share with folks, and also the webpage. As soon as it's live, we'll send you that link. So thank you so much. Have a
Jay,
great
I'll touch
afternoon,
base with you
everybody.
Thursdays.
Have a good afternoon and stay safe.
Thank you, Tegan. Jay,
Thanks.
you want to touch base on Thursday?
We can do whatever you'd like, John.
Yeah, let's, I could stay on. Mike, will you be turning the recording off here shortly?
Thank you, everybody.
All right, see y'all later. I think, Jay, we can just hang back.